What's up, guys? Matthew Guerrero to watch Season 2, Episode 7 of Silo. Last episode ended off with one singular Silo 17 scene. It looks like Solo has forced, or is going to force, or is laid out the force. I don't know. I don't know the exact vocabulary I should be using. He's gonna force Juliet to fix the water pump in 17 before she can get her suit back and go back to and warn 18 about it. I would maybe again. Almost positive. Again, there's always plot twists, but I'm almost positive that the door at the bottom of each silo is connected to other silos. Again, I went on like a 10-minute tangent about it. I don't necessarily know if it's like only two silos are connected to each other, like 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 only, or there's like a giant hallway that connects all of them. That maybe is like a control room or control panel, like right at the end. I don't know. But I kind of believe that, whatever, and I don't like to look at episode titles, but I do see that the next episode title is called The Dive, so I would assume when she goes to dive down, she might find something, find a way to the door, see the door, realize something about the door, during the dive might find something to help her, go to the next silo, so I'm excited to see that. Obviously, there's a lot of shenanigans going on at 18, the rebellion, war, or whatever, it's heating up. There's like turf wars. They're, They're fighting for levels, fighting for power. They're poisoning food. There's a lot of stuff going on. And my favorite thing of last episode, the whole Lucas and Bernard storyline with the legacy and Lucas being sworn in to shadow Bernard again. It's probably a very temporary thing from Bernard to just lawfully get Lucas access to the legacy so that they can work together to crack that code, and then Bernard would probably have Lucas killed. Again, I don't know if it's just straight up Bernard is such a follower of the Order that he needs to follow through for that, or if there's like some governing body watching over Bernard, the thing that lights up his pager thing, they would be angry or punish him if he were to show the legacy to someone who's not his shadow. So there's layers to it. I'm excited to see how this plays out. I'm ready to get the episode. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon by now, like I've been saying for the last couple weeks. I'm already completely finished the second season of Silo over on my Patreon. It is $10 a month. Check it out if you're interested. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. Let's get into Season 2, Episode 7. Wow. Oh my god, my heart's beating.
To be privy to something that only a handful of people in our history have had access to.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know Bernard, and I know that Lucas wants to see these secrets because, he's interested himself. He wants to know the mysteries, but also, I'm grabbing. He's bigger than me. He's a lot bigger than Lucas is, but I'm grabbing Bernard. I'm suplexing him on the ground. I'm not killing him, but I'm being like, yo. Guarantee I can't trust them, but threaten him. I don't know.
That should be enough. Where are you keeping the rest of it? It's safe. Just be careful with it.
The rest of it was gasoline? Is it a bomb? What is it?
Thank you.
Creating caches of explosives or something? What are they collecting? Paper?
This is gonna make a difference.
What is it? Paper? What's in it? Yo, they keep doing this to me. They always gotta keep me on edge. And I love that. Like, I'm not complaining. Like, I love that.
Verified. Welcome, Lucas Kyle.
Oh my god, it is an AI! I told you. The algorithm.
Familiarize yourself with the legacy. The food is all right. The bed is comfortable.
I don't know. Lucas might have, been nice. Maybe Bernard isn't planning to kill him. This is a lot. You know what I mean? This is a lot of power, a lot of trust, if that makes sense. I mean, I feel like if Lucas even sniffs a whiff of him being killed, he would be able to send a message or anything like that. Oh, I have goosebumps. No, go back. It looks like O'Hara from One Piece. Is that a goddamn rocket?
All these relics
Wow, whole goddamn library.
come from.
The old world.
Technically, they're not relics. They are the whole of human history.
Wow. I would assume every silo has a copy of that, you know what I mean?
The books you see here are a fraction of the vault's library. All of these.
I would assume Bernard's read most of these too, you know what I
You can
mean?
imagine. are stored.
And the algorithm, again, I don't want to like spoil other shows, but the algorithm kind of reminds me of something. Maybe it's something that like is training these humans to survive.
Searched for answers to the questions that we have all had. And all I could find was that the silo was built.
Wow, that's a little younger than I thought, but not. I thought it would be like 400, 500.
Right now, the only thing that matters is breaking Salvador Quint's
So when does
code.
the human history, again, whole of human history, when does it stop? What year?
Potentially unsolvable that you know nothing about. And the problem, like that,
Yo, he's like a kid in a candy store.
went to such great lengths to conceal. It's potentially more dangerous than the rebellion.
Rebellion's something that's happened before. This is something that has never.
Ask it.
Yo, this feels like a Harry Potter music or something, like entering the Chamber of Secrets or.
Like information on secret codes and ciphers. Lucky you. Several of those are actual books.
Oh, this is awesome. Like this, I love all the storylines, but every show has that one storyline that you like just love. Like, I want the next 10 episodes to just be Bernarda and Lucas in this room. Oh my god! What's the point? Like, it's not gonna attack something, right?
Holland. There's a Delta event in the central shaft.
Delta event. Jeez! How advanced are these mechanics, dude? This does feel like Harry Potter. Oh, is it like propaganda? Like they're starving us? That's not propaganda. I don't know if that's. I don't know. I think I overused the word propaganda. So how many pieces of paper did they put? And it was paper. They just. Ooh. Bernard, you are doing an absolutely horrible job. You need to talk to the algorithm. Oh boy. This is what I mean. Why would you start a rebellion? Why would you target mechanical? You gonna go and lock yourself up in that room again?
You want my help?
Nope. I just want my fucking suit back.
He simultaneously talks like a child and an old man, and he's middle-aged. I find that so funny.
If you need to restart,
Yeah,
it's
it's
8.
8 levels underwater.
Yep,
I know.
that's it. 8.
He's like an annoying video game guy, like the narrator that keeps telling you hints that you don't need.
Please, I promise.
Yeah, but what if your suit fails and you die out there?
Help me make it strong!
Let you in and you don't have enough air to get back
No,
here.
no, if they see me coming,
Let you in and they kill you.
they're not gonna kill me.
So they don't kill you. And
They'll kill you.
like, oh, it's dangerous outside, and not to make the same mistakes that we made here, and then outside.
Okay.
Juliet.
I'm sorry, I really am, but I gotta keep you here against your will. Again, now that we know that there's like a whole library, you know what I mean? I'm sure that...
I have the...
I don't even remember if he's in the IT department, right?
Power washer.
He's probably has access to those shits, the books.
Shooting something up the stairs?
We need to get people on our side.
You could have gotten someone killed. It
Who
wasn't
cares? No, I'm joking.
the message.
It wasn't designed to hurt anyone. It could have hit someone, though.
Oh, an actual message.
I read it. And about it that those assholes from Greasetown turned the power off.
And turned it back
That's the truth.
I understand you won't speak to my head of security.
Bum-ass... Are you talking about bum-ass Amundsen? You think I'm gonna speak to him?
What can you tell me about the gunpowder in Mechanical?
It's gunpowder. They have access to it.
You put my mind at ease about those idiots, and I'll tell you how much gunpowder you have to worry about.
They're fine. I don't have access to them.
No.
Are you aura farming, Bernard? What are you doing? Come on, man. Don't let her get out. I'm not rooting for her to stay locked up. I'm just saying, Bernard, you are simultaneously my favorite character, but also the biggest bum I've ever seen.
You alright, little man?
He's fine.
Don't speak for him.
You know, this wasn't like the big blackout a few weeks ago.
Tiny glitch.
That's exactly what I told him.
Okay, dude, what the hell is so Sims? Why are you so annoying? Why have you been so annoying these last 30 seconds?
People aren't just scared, Rob. They're impressed. It was dramatic.
The biggest show, hurrah this silo's ever seen, or at least in the last 140 years.
IT, why?
Amundsen clearly isn't up to the job. We saved those raiders yesterday. Without us, without you. Taking the stairs to the top, used that gunpowder on the door to the outside.
You went to his office yesterday to try to talk to him. He knows that. Has he reached out to you?
No.
Are they even on the same side? Like,
What do you think?
I cannot read Camille, man.
The power everywhere else was out except for IT. I was there, Bernard. And then the lights in IT went out. He turned them off because he was afraid people would see that they were on.
Yeah.
Defending the rebels right now.
No.
They have a point.
You've put the pressure on Bernard.
All the more reason for me to go talk to him.
If you go to him, you're doing him a kindness. If you wait for him to come to you,
Something little
business.
When the lights went out before, did IT's lights stay on? Like, why is this the first time that people noticed that IT's lights were kept on? Or did the mechanical purposefully not take off IT's lights? Like, I know that there's that extra power supply towards IT. I know that they're technically self-sustaining, but
Plug into IT power, and then you turn on the pump. Then I'm gonna attack.
okay, you don't gotta walk right beside me.
If you're deep underwater and you come up too fast, all these bubbles start building up in your joints and can make you really.
I don't think the water pressure is that much.
What?
Right?
Yeah, that's why you gotta go slow.
Well, what if I don't come up slow?
Well, then you die.
Then you're dead.
What?
Oh, but if you feel bad, you could go back down under, but 20 feet.
And do what?
Just be there.
Out there until you don't feel like you're dying anymore, I guess.
You should not have said this beforehand.
Because I'm scared, so why are you making me do it, huh?
Because I'm the head of IT.
You ain't no head of IT!
Priority.
You're not head of IT! Stop! You're not even solo!
Watch out, you're gonna get him to stab you or something.
Please, I'm the last.
I mean, he technically is solo.
You can help save the whole silo.
I'm kind of scared that Juliet's gonna do it and Solo is still going to withhold that because he's just gonna be of the opinion that everyone in our silo is already dead. There's no point in trying, you might as well just stay here with me, you know what I mean? There he goes, throwing his temper tantrum, making sure she responds to it.
I made the decision to shut down the radios during a conversation with Sheriff Billings last night. Belief that Paul Billings has been taken hostage and is being forced to say the things he said. This will be cleared up when the rebellion is over and Sheriff Billings returns to the uptop.
Show.
Communication throughout the silo remains...
That is such a stupid idea.
IT lies to us? I heard that power stayed on in IT while the rest of the silo was in the dark.
Mechanical controls where the power goes. They left IT powered up for a few minutes to cast doubt on my department and on me.
That's the correct answer. He's 1 for 50.
Rebellion related will be handled by judicial.
Again, I'm not saying that they're going to believe him, but that's what you say.
I don't know who the other listeners are. I swear,
He swears, hey?
He swears, man. We got to believe him.
that there's a place where someone leaves notes for us in the scavenge room.
Collection bins has a hollow handle, and I don't know who leaves the notes either.
Are we getting to the helpful part?
I mean, he said something pretty helpful.
I didn't kiss you, you kissed me.
Let's do it again. Who said that? That was weird.
Be prepared, something big. Why are you looking at me like that?
Look at my lip. Oh, sorry. No, we weren't doing anything.
Did you get anywhere with McLean?
Nowhere. But even if she did talk, we wouldn't be able to rely on the information.
I'm afraid, again, I love Bernard so much, I don't want Sims to, like, assassinate him.
He sent word. He wants to speak to you first, in his chambers.
I will be honest, though, I didn't think of a plot hole that, not a plot hole, Bernard's excuse of mechanical control where the power goes and they're making me look suspicious. If that were the case, I then also feel like mechanical would just shut down IT while they keep everyone else on, so people can think of that contradiction.
Swimming, where they would pull with their arms and kick with their legs to move through the water. Just except fish don't have arms or legs.
I love him so much. This is scarier than diving through.
How long are you gonna stay mad at me?
Until I get the hell out of here.
Die.
I'm gonna come back and kill you. I mean, let me tell you what, obviously I don't want this to happen, but in terms of like goatedness of a narrative, I would actually kind of love it if Juliet finally gets back to the silo and like 99% of everyone is dead. The only people who survive are like a small group that like stayed safe in like IT or something like that. I would actually love that. Again, in a horrific way. That would be like, it'd be mass murder, genocide, or, you know, whatever, but you kind of want that. I love the sound effects. It's like a ticking clock.
You don't understand how this works, do you?
I'm so sorry. He just barged in. I couldn't.
What do you mean, sorry? I'm your boss.
Position, this promotion, because I never wanted to see your face again. There are no more conversations, discussions. You sign what I tell you. Sit behind that desk, you pretend to have power, and then you go home.
Pretend to have power, then don't give him actual power.
My loyalty, my faith, the problems I've solved.
Has he even found out that, like, I don't think anyone knows about Lucas being a shadow.
And why? Because I trusted you.
That'll throw him off the deep end if he's not already thrown off.
Me your shadow.
I did want you to be my shadow. And then I never really got around to it, did I? I had reservations. And then finally I realized you're very good at solving problems, but you lack curiosity.
That's the truth, and you lack the problem solving, Bernard.
Something my old shadow had, and something my new shadow has.
Shouldn't have said that.
Is Cal your shadow? Glad you have such a strong team at your side.
These bums.
Oh, I'm insane.
Look, Lucas is very capable, but Amundsen is a bum. Amundsen.
You on duty, heard Billings undermine you. How long till you lose the entire and judicial? You on the stairs in the up top, no less? You didn't pay someone to paint it. That's not part of the plan, is it, Bernie?
Bernie?
The Amundsen is useless. You had no idea about the gunpowder, did you? Because he doesn't know. The only reason he was able to save those raiders yesterday was because of me and Camille. Now, you gotta be wondering, what else am I missing?
He's got a point. He's capable, you know what I mean?
Running out of allies. And you're running out of moves.
And you keep following this stupid book and it is not helping you at all.
After you put me in a position where I had no choice but to take the life of a woman I had
some affection for.
Agreed that the two people coming to meet her from Mechanical and then they got away. Now your wife may have helped save those, but she's also the reason those fugitives made it safely back to the down deep.
Yep.
You knew that already, didn't you?
Nope.
How close the two of you are.
Rubbing his face too. I keep saying, I feel like I say this like every episode in like a different context, but again, this is giving me very much Horizon Forbidden West vibes. A couple of the swimming missions, going through old ruins and stuff like that. Again, I love the Horizon series. It's my favorite video game series. I'm afraid we're gonna get jump scared by like a shark or some stupid shit like that. About to get assassinated? Okay, I was about to say, don't scare me like that.
You ever think that maybe they want you dead because you're such a pain in the ass?
Let's kiss right here.
You can tell me about judicial seclusion. You work there.
Walk, come on. This isn't gonna help.
Can you please?
Very few people in judicial even know about it, let
It's
alone have
solitary. They don't even know about solitary, but it's solitary.
You could radio one of your friends. Come on, you could call in a favor.
Radios are down, buddy.
25 years ago, I didn't do enough. That's how I lost her in the first place.
No.
Be damned if I don't do enough this time.
Okay. Well, I agree, but like, let's just, I don't know, let's wait a little bit. I don't know.
Show me at Bash again.
Ah, yes, that is one. I remember At Bash from Gravity Falls.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Go back to the original.
Just tell it to solve it for me. Skadoosh. Oh, dude. I just want Lucas to be the main character. I want Lucas, Bernard. That's all I need. I keep saying like Bernard, Juliet, Solo are my favorite characters. I'd probably throw maybe Lucas into like a number 4 or 5 position as well. Dude, I'm afraid of a jump scare. I know it's not gonna happen, but I love seeing like the same rooms in different silos. Yeah, this maybe not the exact same room, but similar rooms or whatever. But I like seeing that.
So I followed her.
You followed her
To the cafeteria. Things are getting out of hand.
Sheriff.
Okay, I thought she was a traitor.
And you're gonna need someone they might actually listen to.
This might be the ploy to. It's a ploy to lure you out so they can shoot you in the back of the head. Yeah, where does this go? Like again, are these like? I know people in the silo purposefully flooded it too. You know what I mean? But like, where does this come from? Please, no one get assassinated, please.
Crazy bitch.
He didn't have to add that in there.
It was nice of you to make sure nobody got hurt.
I don't know. I'm not trusting Francis.
How's your mom these days, mate? Well, meds, they were pretty scarce before, but since the blockade...
Uh-oh.
Can't imagine things have been easy.
Okay, is he just doing it to get it out of her hand?
I had to.
Jesus, never mind. Oh my god.
You were afraid they'd do something to her.
Yes. Let's kill a bitch anyway.
But I made sure that nobody got hurt.
What about the kill order on Knox and Shirley?
What kill order? Pop!
No. They said that it would upset people.
Okay.
Turn them against each other.
I was wrong. Okay. I apologize. I don't want to apologize. You're a traitor, but...
Don't kill me. I'm one of you.
It's how they're turning everyone against each other. We've got to stick together. Oh, no. She's getting fucking...
We're not gonna kill you.
We're gonna rip you alive! No.
We're gonna give you some tough jobs. Right here in your home. We're gonna give you shit for a little while.
We're gonna make fun of you.
Who you are. We're gonna make sure your mom is...
No, this is inspirational!
And you'll never turn your back on Mechanical again, will you?
I'm afraid she's still gonna get killed by someone. This bum. Bumnard.
Okay, the letters weren't letters. They were numbers.
Oh, in like the Dewey Decimal System?
Of a word on a specific page.
Oh, that's awesome.
2 people have access to that vault, to those books.
Something that everyone can.
So, he used a relic.
Did Billings really save the 1 page necessary?
That's over 140 years old. Maybe even something that belonged to Quinn himself. Do you know anyone in the silo that might have such a relic?
Oh.
You had just been sworn in as judge. You were still trying.
She's so smart, dude.
Smart. But making friends? That's smart too.
Play both sides a little bit.
So you went behind my back.
I was trying to protect you. I knew that Bernard would find out one way or another. He needed to think I was taking matters into my own hands.
Which you did.
Nothing to do with the 2 escaping, and he still doesn't.
You want to make friends with the rebels, Camille.
I want to make friends with the winners.
No more secrets.
We're going to still hold some secrets. Do something, dude. It's obviously not working. She is so goddamn badass, man. We know her upper body strength. We know it. Uh-oh. There's been... I'm still expecting death at any point, so...
No way to get a message up top.
Have to do it my goddamn self. Why you are farming like that? Jesus, stop scaring me with this music. Get to solid ground. I'm afraid, dude. Anytime they do these scenes, I just expect someone to die. Are you gonna go talk to Carla, or I don't want him to get assassinated.
I checked the records. They divorced 25.
You should have found that a lot earlier, I'm gonna be honest. Oh. Is that an arrow? Is there actually someone being watched? Yo, was that actually? Oh man, so there is. It seems like there's another person or even multiple people down there. You know, the first episode, you know, I was, it's one of those things, being straight up honest, I didn't really predict that there would be anyone else there, but I always like questioned out loud, like, could there be more? Is there this? I'm scared. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I do wonder if I go, because again, that shot right there looked like a POV shot of someone watching Juliet. I would not be surprised if I went back and rewatched season 1 if there was more shots like that. I'm trying to think if there's any other hints to that being the case. Obviously, we know Solo has been very sort of squirrely and hiding a lot of information. So I would assume, I don't know. I would kind of assume, I would have assumed that Solo would have known of the existence of more people down in the silo. But also at the same time, I feel like he wouldn't be just happily wandering through the halls with Juliet if he knew that there was some, you know, I know that he's scared that the door is locked. He wants to always make sure the door is locked. But if he knew that the person that was also down there was like crazy enough to, or violent enough or wanting revenge enough against him for whatever he did to attack him or try to kill Juliet too, I don't think he would just be walking around the halls, you know what I mean? You know, I'm really trying to think about episode 1. I know that there was like, I know she was using a rope one time and it like snapped. I don't know if like originally I thought that it just snapped, but now I'm thinking that maybe this third person cut it or something, but I don't know. And obviously I do know that there are bodies right outside of Solo's little base, so I don't know if there's like a companion of those bodies or the real Solo or the real shadow of IT or the real head of IT or something. I don't know. I really want like a flashback episode, you know what I mean? Like not just of like, well, and I would say it's a 100% thing. Like I'm at, you know, I got 3 more episodes left of the season. I'm gonna get a Silo 17 flashback. Like maybe not like the entire episode, but I'm going to know exactly what happened in it. I'm gonna know all the major players. I'm gonna know every single step along the way. That's an absolute guarantee. In the same vein, just flashbacks about the origin of the silo, or even like 140 years ago during the rebellion or something like that. We're 100% going to, I would assume, get either intense details or, you know, scenes of flashbacks of those time periods, and I'm so excited for it. Okay, I love Lucas stepping up. Okay, a book cipher. Again, I've not necessarily heard of a book cipher before, but you can cipher, and like anything can be a cipher. You know what I mean? Like you can make a cipher out of fucking NBA basketball player jersey numbers or names, or you know what I mean, like the first letter and the last name of each, like you can do some stupid stuff like that. Stupid isn't like it would be thorough, but so I really like that. The Wizard of Oz, I don't know if that's like I don't know, because the book that they would have to be the code for page 77 would have to be like, I feel like the Wizard of Oz would be in is it the algorithm or the legacy? No, the algorithm is the AI. The legacy, I would assume, is the collection of human history and knowledge of past humans, obviously. I feel like the Wizard of Oz would be in the thing, so I don't know if that would be the book. Again, my immediate gut thought would be the not the calendar, the little kids thingy, but I don't even know if that would be more than 70 pages. So I don't know. I do know that the Wizard of Oz thing is connected to Meadows though, so that would make a lot of sense. I don't know. Maybe it's like a specialized version or something that like isn't in the legacy, or it's too old. I don't know. But I'm excited, man. I just want like something. I'm gonna be straight up honest, like, and this is a compliment towards the show. You know what I mean? The show's mysteries, it's the questions I'm so invested in. I want to know them, but something that I've seen a lot of, I've never really fallen into this boat myself, but I've definitely watched and honestly been annoyed with and been frustrated with other reactors that do this when they watch a mystery box show and they don't pay attention, or they don't like fall in love with the characters, or they don't really invest effort into watching a show because all they care about is the answers. Like they can't go more than 3 episodes, you know, with a mystery up in the air because they'll get annoyed or pissed off with the show and be like, I don't care about anything else. I just want to do the mystery. And look, like I 100% understand that at some points a mystery is so juicy, or you know what I mean, like you need answers so badly that you can be a little obsessed with it. But I think that mindset does a disservice to the narrative. Now, all that being said, I do want to say, like, for the first time, not for the first time in like, for the first time in like a couple months, I will say, like, the mysteries, and specifically this code from Quinn and what Bernard and Lucas are doing, it's the closest I've been to like, just screw everything else on the show. Just give me the answer. I want the answer. I want the answer. I want the answer. It's that good. Like it's making me that invested, if that makes any sense. So props, like the grade A props to the show in that regard. Like I am so hyped. And again, it's another thing too that I could see a world in which, again, I've watched 7 episodes of the show. I have 3 episodes left. Well, I'm sorry. I've watched 7 episodes of the season. I have 3 episodes of the season left. You know, I'm binging this. You know, I'm watching this over the course of like maybe like 3 or 4 weeks or something like that. Whereas other people, obviously, it would have taken them 7 weeks to watch the episodes that I've watched. So the viewing experience on a week-to-week basis is different than a binge basis, but I could definitely see a world in which people would be a little annoyed with like the Juliet storyline in the sense of, again, I even said this I said this in like episode 3 or 4 or something. I said like, man, Rebecca Ferguson and Steve Zahn must have had an amazing acting, or must have had an amazing time filming the season, because they really didn't have to go to that many places, or you know what I mean? It's just them. You know, they only have to worry about acting together. Like, you know what I mean? It sounds great. I would see a world in which people are a little upset about that. Like they would want Juliet to rejoin Silo 18 like as soon as possible, if that makes sense. But in my opinion, and one I will say, like, it's not bragging or anything. I have patience. You know what I mean? I don't like to immediately shit on a storyline or anything, or the pacing of something, until I see where it goes. And thus far, I've been thoroughly, you know what I mean? Again, there's been a lot less Juliet and a lot less Silo 17 compared to Silo 18, but I think that that's okay. You know what I mean? Like that's perfectly fine. The whole point of 18 is that there's a rebellion going on, and I would assume that the storyline necessitates that rebellion to get to the absolute boiling point until Juliet comes back, or Juliet can help, or Juliet can save it, or you know what I mean? Or be involved with it. If Juliet just immediately went back, like, there would be no conflict there, if that makes any sense. Or there would be less conflict. And I also feel like over the course of these 7 episodes, not only, you know, obviously I've loved Juliet since, you know, the beginning of, you know, or I would say like mid-season 1, you know what I mean? And I've loved her this season, but I feel like the intense focus on Solo has made me really like Solo. And again, I'm not saying, there's obviously mysteries behind him. He's hiding stuff. He's probably killed people. He's, you know what I mean? He's probably done some dastardly shit, you know what I mean? But I don't necessarily think that he's pure evil. I think he was a scared kid who did some bad things to protect himself, or, you know, whatever. But I feel like through the, you know, 7 episodes of it just being Solo with the main character, I get connected to that. But also, it's building up tension this entire time. You know what I mean? Like, and that this addition of a third person, or even potentially more than a third, you know, maybe it's a group or something, a small group. I don't know. Again, a part of me, I want to go back and rewatch like episode 1 now, but I'm not going to. Obviously, I don't. Again, I've already spoke about that in many of my discussions in season 2. I don't really like to go back and look at stuff or anything until I finish the season, but like I'm trying to think back to episode 1, like were there other hints or details? I mean, even throughout the entire season, like maybe there's a third person here, maybe this, because I don't know. Again, you know, there's people wrote a warning outside of Solo's door. He's, again, I don't know if he necessarily killed him himself, but people have died outside his door. You know what I mean? He would know of their existence. He feels guilty of their existence, of not letting them in, from the vibes that I get. Because that's another thing too that I will say that's like, he obviously hasn't let Juliet in to his bunker, but he's gone out and interacted with Juliet. So there's that like trust. There's that, obviously she came from another silo and he knows that that's a 100% thing. But there's that like connection there. With the other people, he didn't let them in whatsoever. So I don't know, like there has to be something personal there, right? Or like a directive that he's exactly following from someone, or something like that. Because I don't feel like if it was just other random innocent people who were trying to get in, that he would completely ignore them and not speak to them or anything like that. And it's another thing too, like I was saying at the beginning of the discussion, and I was trying to say a minute ago, like he would have to know about their existence. So I would think, right? Unless he thought that person, I thought this person who attacked him was dead. You know what I mean? He was like walking the halls with Juliet and this and that, and again, the only thing that I can even think of was him being so paranoid that he hadn't locked the door. But even then, like, there's so many weapons down this place. I mean, like, if I'm solo, I wouldn't leave the door's view at all, because if I left, I would assume, you know what I mean, when I would walk back to the door, I would assume that whoever the third person down there is going to hit me around the corner with like a baseball bat or something and kill me. So I don't know. I do not know. Again, Bernard. I think I can safely say Bernard's my favorite character of the entire show. Again, this show has some really good characters and short-lived characters. Like you got to think. Like I really like Johns. I loved Holston. I loved Allison, and they got popped immediately. You know what I mean? So out of all those, I think that Bernard is my favorite character. That scene with Sims, and again, I said this last season. It was I think that every actor has like a different strong suit or anything like that. I think that I don't know the actor. Is it Tim Robbins? I don't want to look like an absolute idiot. Again, I don't like to look up actors' names because I don't want to get spoiled on anything. But I think it might be Tim Robbins. I know that he's in a couple things. I said a couple episodes ago that he was in Shawshank Redemption. I'd heard of that. But the last season, the first like piece of the acting that I fell in love with or noticed was like how like it's funny as in like, you know what I mean, he's throwing a temper tantrum, but like he gets angry and it's really good. Like he seems like someone who's so desperate and so, I don't want to say confused because I don't know if confused is the right word, but just so unsure. That's more of the right word. So unsure of what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Again, I don't want to do any like specific spoilers of any shows, but I almost see a slight resemblance to a little bit of like John Locke, my favorite character in the history of fiction, who is from Lost. Again, very different characters, wildly different situations. I'm not saying that's like a carbon copy or anything like that, but I see a couple similarities that, like, you know what I mean? To where like Bernard is someone who is technically fighting for the greater good, but is doing it in the wrong ways, is listening to the wrong messages, the wrong signs. You know what I mean? Sort of okay with, I don't want to say okay with sacrificing people necessarily, because I don't think that fits John Locke, but I mean sacrificing something small for the good of the greater good, if you understand what I mean. So, and I will be honest, his interactions with Lucas, like the more and more we get of him, I don't know if he would kill him. You know what I mean? Like the more and more that goes on, and the more Lucas proves himself, it kind of feels like Bernard would be like okay with like, yeah, this is my boy right here. We started off on a rough patch, but I can trust him now. You know what I mean? I almost get that vibe, and I'm so interested for this code to be cracked, because I'm wondering what the purpose of it is in terms of this. Again, Bernard is a staunch follower. I don't even know if that's the right word. He is a strict follower of the Order and what's going on. Is this code some sort of like, and that's another thing too you got to think about. Lucas was talking about how, you know, he wanted the code to be cracked so he would put it in a book that's not in the Legacy. But I would also kind of be led to believe that maybe this code, again, I've always made theories about there being another people watching them, or a group of people that, you know what I mean? It's probably not in the Legacy, because the Legacy would have access, or would be able to be, you know, cracked. The code would be able to cracked by people on the outside, or people that are watching it. If the book is from something that is only in that silo, an original thing, no one would be able to crack it. So I'm wondering if the code is some sort of like, I don't want to say like warning, or like the exact truth of what's going on, the exact truth of the origin of the silo, and obviously the people who are the silo committee, they don't want that to be known to random individuals. So all that being said, again, Bernard, I feel like, is someone who he does fight for the greater good. You know what I mean? He's just, again, he's confused. He doesn't really know what's going on. He's being misled by tradition and propaganda and stuff like that. So if that sort of walnut is cracked, if that makes any sense, if that sort of barrier is broken, that there actually is some evilness going on, or I don't even want to say evilness, but he's being manipulated. There's secrets going on that are above his head. Maybe he might sort of, I don't want to say switch sides, but he might be more open to like, stop the rebellion. We have to unite. We have to get out of here. We have to go do this or that or whatever. So obviously we learned, like, the legacy, it's a collection of human history, but what was it, 352. The silo is 352 years old. I would also believe that all of the silos are 352 years old, or at least around that time. I don't think that there's like a huge difference timeline, like one silo wasn't built 200 years ago and another one 500 years. Like I would assume they're all built around 350 years ago. Again, Bernard said that he doesn't know why the silos were built. So he knows a lot about human history. Again, I would assume he's read a large portion of those books, whether they're fiction or nonfiction or whatever. You know what I mean? I would assume he's read a lot of those books. So my question is, where does the history stop in them? You know what I mean? Like, does it stop at like World War II? And, does it stop at, I don't know, the invasion of Afghanistan? You know what I mean? Like where does it end? Because I feel like, again, it's funny enough, Bernard called out Sims for like not being creative and not being like that or like that, just being a problem solver, and not thinking ahead. But I also kind of feel like Bernard isn't the most like crazy thinker of all time, if that makes any sense. So I feel like if Lucas was really given time to investigate the entirety of the library, I feel like he could come up with some pretty good or some pretty accurate theories to what would have caused a world in which humanity is left in silos. Maybe he could have made a prediction that there was a World War III, or there was a nuclear war, or anything like that. It's another thing too that I do have to talk about, that I haven't really discussed. Obviously, from season 1, especially in season 2, I've made predictions of AI. Maybe there's some AI controlling something. Maybe there's an AI watching over them or whatever. We know of the algorithm, which is like an AI helper that the head of IT can use, and the shadow. You also have to question. Again, there probably was a nuclear war. Was this nuclear war started by humans, or was it started by like a faulty automated weapon system? Is there some sort of evil AI? Like I said, I want to touch all bases. I don't necessarily know what I'm exactly rooting for or believing in, but I do want to hit different points, if that makes sense. I want to get brownie points from you guys if I get anything right. So, but yeah, that could definitely be the case. You know what I mean? Again, you have some sort of advanced AI system that, I don't want to say like Age of Ultron or some shit, but like some AI comes to the conclusion that humans are dangerous, so bombs the top and then keeps humans down in little cages and watches over them. You know what I mean? Like that could definitely be the case. So, but I'm excited. I am very excited. Again, I don't want to look stupid because I was paying attention, but the thing that Juliet and Scylla did, it's gonna drain. It's gonna start like slowly drain the water, right? That was the whole point. That's the vibe I got. I just didn't see any water visibly draining. I didn't see it getting any lower. Did it? No. Well, yeah. I'm sorry, it did. Yeah, because she looked up at the bridge. So yeah, the water is going down. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. So the question is, it going to go down all the way? Because again, if it goes down all the way. She's going to have access to that door. And again, the door probably leads to Silo 18. So she can probably just straight up open the door, and then the water can flow down in there, and then the water level of 18 lowers. So I'm hyped, man. 3 more stinking episodes of this season left. I'm so excited. I'm absolutely loving it. Loving it, man. I think I talked about all that I wanted to talk about. Again, I'm loving it. I'm loving Bernard. Again, Sims and that whole situation with Camille. Like, again, she's playing both sides, but I don't really know where the loyalties lie. Again, like, whatever it is, it's against Bernard. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if she's a flame keeper, secret flame keeper, something like that. But that's another. I will say, like, the flame keeper aspect of the story and that sort of stuff we learned at the end of season 1. That's been I don't want to say not like underutilized. Like, and I'm not saying that. It's just that there's been a surprising lack of development in that regard. Like, I don't know what I expected. I don't know if I expected like significant lore or anything like that. But I do want to learn some more about that. So I hope that that's not forgotten. But I think that's gonna be it. I love the episode. I really appreciate you guys for watching it with me. I will see you guys next week for episode 8. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions on Patreon, like I've been saying for the last couple weeks now, and I said at the beginning of the video, I'm already completely finished the third season. I time travel. I'm already done the third season. I've already finished the 2nd season of Silo on my Patreon. It is $10 a month for live action shows. Check it out if you're interested. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.